Turn off the Devo and turn up the the NFL films. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Hello, 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 hello. Hello? I don't know if these dudes are ready. Let's see. So we plan to have a video upgrade to the look of the show and stuff, and we had that all ready to go, and then we're going to have that ready for March Madness, and then, well, the end of the world came, and so those plans were put on hold for a bit, but looking forward to doing that. Yo. Anyone there? Hello? Hey. AM plus money, I can hear you, and I see your icon, but I can't see you again. That's what I gotta do. I gotta turn off my camera. I think it was on my end. There we go. Sorry, that was my fault.
What's going on?
What's up? How's it going in Montreal? Or you're not in Montreal, Toronto, right?
Yeah,
you hate Montreal.
Other side. Close, but not all the way on the other side.
So I don't have you video here anymore again, all of a sudden.
Is it back now?
Yeah, now it is. So, you've been doing some handicapping with Almac, AM plus money. This is AM plus money, and yeah, he's part of our Discord, and hopefully he can do his own show with Rycape.
Yes.
Rycap. I've been calling him Rycap, but it's actually Rycape. So there you go, Rycape.
Yes.
Yeah. So
we're definitely going to be starting that up soon. Just it's been so crazy with what's going on. We have no idea any word on the MLB season, so it's been kind of a disappointment. But we're just going to start talking about some recent news anyway in the sports world while all this crap is going on. Give some updates because we're going to get the ball rolling on that.
Right. Agreed. Your whole face is cut off, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah,
I can't see my
screen. What's up, guys?
Hey, Greg.
I can't see my camera, so.
So what do you, Greg? You're at ground zero, not only for sports betting, but now also for the coronavirus. Jeez, I
Yeah,
don't want to make light of it, but because I know that it's just awful there. But
yeah. Don't draw too much attention to it, otherwise people will stop wanting to, hang out with me because
well,
from New
no,
Jersey.
man, we're all, jeez,
No, I
this is
heard
just unbelievable.
even my brother who lives in Baltimore
Yeah,
said that if he comes to New Jersey, he was basically he's under the impression that if he went back
Okay,
to
that's
Maryland,
Now I
which
can
is
see my camera.
really close state, he would have to quarantine for 14 days. Like people are being told to quarantine if they leave Jersey or New York.
yeah, that is crazy, my friend. And so
There's
we
a lot
should
to talk
be
about.
we should be doing all this different stuff. We had big plans, as I was saying. I had plans to, uh, have revamp the look of the show, and then I was hoping that you guys could each have your own segment on the Insiders Room network, and like we could have taken this to the next level, and I still think we can whenever sports does come back.
Yeah,
Anyways, that was the
on the coronavirus.
yeah, and then the end of the world happened.
Yeah.
So, anyways, beyond that, and so baseball isn't starting, and so that stinks.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you guys. I think that's the best question we could ask, and for any viewers that happen to be watching this early.
I'm not actually even watching any. I'm not watching what I should be here. But there's not really anyone, so I haven't told anyone. So.
What's the first major sport? What do you think will come back first?
Well, I think it'll be the NHL because I actually got a notification today that Ovechkin and Sid the Kid are pushing for just the playoffs. So I could see them maybe trying to get around and just do like maybe a no fan playoff or something, maybe like a 3-game series. I
They're
don't
like,
know
just
though.
give us a chance at a ring. That's all we care
Yeah,
about.
because then I also read the MLB wants to delay opening day 2 months now. So it's definitely not going to be them.
When someone asked me that question, my guess was also NHL, just because I figured they're the organization that's least affiliated with the United States, which is like crumbling to this coronavirus.
It's our sport.
It is. It really, we kind of stole it from you.
Okay, you think they're watching hockey down in Florida? I went to a Florida game and I noticed, so their tickets are like what, 30, 40 bucks regular. They're $100 for Leaf games and 200 for
You're talking about for the
Montreal. No, I'm talking about for the Panthers, Florida Panthers.
Oh, okay. Sorry, for Tampa Bay.
No, the Lightning's a decent team. That's the thing. They have quality players, but now the Florida Panthers, I think they're a pretty good team. But my point is, nobody really watches down there, and they take advantage because they know a lot of Canadians and Quebec people from Quebec. They drive down there or just go down there in general because they have like houses and stuff down there. So yeah, the heavy price increase for when Leafs and Montreal comes to town.
Now think about it, there's so many bad, or let's just say franchises that get taken advantage of that are from Florida. Like we got the Jaguars, the Buccaneers, the Dolphins.
Oh my God!
It goes on and on and on with that state. So.
Yeah, and I think just what's his face? Was it David Beckham? Somebody, I think it was Beckham. No, so I forget. Somebody opened up a new MLS team though. That's, I think, based in Miami. So
well, AM Plus money. Let's talk about. You have been live streaming with Almac.
Yeah, how's that going?
The Nicaraguan, Nicaraguan soccer.
You gotta hit what's left, right? So
that's awesome.
It's disappointing, but we've resorted to Nicaraguan and Belarus now.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, anyway, the story we were reading on that is Nicaragua's still running because they reportedly only have 2 cases in the country.
Really?
Okay. They're probably not testing anybody, too.
Probably Costa Ricans who came across the border because Costa Rica is right beside, and they have 500 cases. So, yeah, we found it a little hard to believe that there's only 2. And then, because we were wondering with the Belarus, not only did their soccer league just start, but the hockey's in the playoffs with full fanned buildings. Like, they're not even doing no fans. And so he was reading up on it, trying to find out if maybe they were going to get canceled at some point. Basically, what he told me is they just don't care over there. Their mentality was they're too poor of a country. If they just shut down everything, they'll be destroyed and go bankrupt. They have to keep everything open, so they just don't care about it, and they're going on like nothing's happening, and just let's enjoy the playoffs.
I know. I just can't believe that we're not live wagering on college basketball right now. Or
Oh, I know, it's so disappointing.
It's my favorite sport. Like,
so I
the
thought
sport
I was
we
hoping
all
that
year
Dan Kaiser was going to join us, but I'm not sure if he's going to or not. But I don't know. I just wanted to get a little bit of content up on the channel.
It's such a shame too, because like so many of us too, that are part of this channel, it's such a good feel for so many of these teams.
Right.
We're going to be in the
I
tournament.
know, and we were in that tournament. Can you believe that whole thing?
Yeah.
I mean, we're just about to do it, and then boom,
And
we went through all that.
Disappointing.
No, I haven't even
It's so
talked to
disappointing
Rocky
'cause,
since
like,
that. I'm sure he's
Yeah.
devastated by the whole thing.
Hopefully, he's probably recovered from coronavirus by now.
Oh my god, yeah, it's so disappointing because so many people that study college basketball too, it's so hard
Oh,
to, like, you really
No,
have
dude,
to
so
study in depth and you got to go crazy with it. And yeah, there's people like you, there's people like
Oh,
Dan, people like Maxwell Smart out there, like that you literally you wait all year for this moment and they just rip it away from you. That's
he was
awful.
killing it too. He was really
Yeah.
hot those last couple days before the season ended.
Who's that?
And it
Maxwell
just
Smart?
sucks.
Yeah, he was hot. I was
Yeah.
following his Twitter.
No, he's sharp for sure. Absolutely.
100%, and it just sucks when they just rip that away right at the finish line too. We were like a week away. It wasn't like this happened like in the middle of the season. They said, "Oh, maybe March Madness." No, it was like nobody said they're not going to cancel. They're not going to and then all of a sudden it was gone.
Dude, I had a whole season's worth of futures, like well over $500 worth of futures, but they were at incredibly good odds because I had parlayed them with other bets, and I also got them at the best possible odds as the season went on for different teams, and it was all the best teams, like Dayton. It was like literally like Florida State, like all the best teams at like 50 to 1 and shit like that, and I just got my money back on all of them. So such a shame because even if they just announced the brackets, I would have been able to cash out like all of that. It's like it's sickening.
Maxwell
honestly.
Smart is in the chat here on Twitch.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And
Holla.
so
Holla.
we were
Shout
just
out
talking
to
about
Maxwell
you.
Smart.
We were just talking about you, man. And Greg in particular was saying how hot you were going into the tournament, and then
Yeah.
and we're just all
They
disappointed,
rip it
obviously.
away.
Extremely disappointed.
But I guess hopefully there's next season.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
At this point, I think we'd be grateful for any, like just
Like,
one.
who
sport
knows
to
what's
come
gonna
back.
happen? Actually, I hear Brazil leagues are starting to come back because they don't care either.
So is this
They
right?
can't afford to be,
Rycape. I guess I was calling him Rycape. I think I said Rycap. I don't know why I even thought that. I was always calling him Rycape.
Is Rye here? I see his emblem. I think.
Yes.
That's great that you banked for 7 months, Maxwell. Good man.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
no, I'm
Guy kills it on a daily basis.
just need ladies of the night to start working again. Jeez.
Yeah, everything shut down.
There he is. What's up, man?
What's good?
What's going on?
Nice. I'm glad you joined us.
I think you're muted.
Part of the THC, the two high cappers.
Oh yeah.
I was looking forward to that date or weekly show or podcast or whatever. You know what I mean? Before all of this happened.
Well, like I said, we're definitely gonna start it up. Just it probably won't be MLB Central at first because who knows what they're gonna do They just
Right.
announced they want to delay it 2 months. So if anything, we'll talk about hockey if the NHL wants to bring just playoffs back.
That would be great. I mean, anything would be fantastic, of course.
Exactly.
AM's
Give me
live streams with
3-game
LMAC have
series
been
at this
money.
point.
Maxwell's sending out the love as well.
Oh yes, thank you. Big shout out to Maxwell.
Nice.
Fellow Toronto boy. Love it.
Yeah, no, that's. So I also thought that Dan, was going to join us tonight, but maybe he isn't.
Maybe. We'll see.
Has anybody talked to him? I do see he's online.
I thought that he thought it was tomorrow. I could have been wrong.
I didn't.
No,
I didn't know when it was. I
Oh
just
no,
kind
that
of
was Lee.
cued in.
So, yeah, the only thing that I really want to talk about is the over-under on the Bucks and the over-under on the Patriots, which I both.
God, that's what my friend keeps asking me about.
Yeah, that is.
So,
that
Ryan,
is
we
the
can't
top
hear
of my
Ryan.
head.
We can't hear Ryan.
Yeah, you're either muted. Try rejoining. Like just.
Somebody's got to
out
type
of the
that
app.
to
Yeah,
him. Somebody's got to type that
my
to him.
camera wasn't working at first. I had to exit out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that it's interesting because, like, you know, a lot of people like Maxwell had a lot of momentum in this arena and like this very new and upcoming industry, right? And I think that with this whole coronavirus thing, with the way sports re-enter, there's going to be like a point in time where there's going to be a lot of big players that come in and take the space, or for people like smaller like us to kind of enter into, because with such a lapse in the amount of time, because people had like the regular way of getting content for so long that people are going to be you're throwing so much of the normal people that were into it. People are going to have money situations, all this as a result of this. Some people will come back bigger than ever, but just something to think about. To eventually start to reemerge.
I don't know. I think it's
It might be a while,
because Rycape and I were talking about this in the Discord, that next year isn't the 17 game season yet, and so it's only 16 games, and so to go 10-6, right? That's what, because it's set at 9.5 for both teams, the over under. So do you think they go 10-6? The either of those teams, the Bucks or the Pats?
I'll take the Bucks.
You know, at least one of those teams has to be in the playoff, like guaranteed, right? Like at least one.
So
is
the
in
Bucks
playoff.
are going against the Saints, right? I mean, in
Wow.
that division.
Patriots. Who do the Patriots have at quarterback right now? Brian Hoyer.
We still can't hear you, Rye. Sorry, he can hear us, I think, but we can't hear him. But AM, you should give him some advice on how to get his mic working. What did you have to do again?
Well, make sure the mute button's not hit for starters.
Yeah, I always look at the mute. All I did was my camera wasn't working, so I
Make
exited
sure
and came
hit
back.
the mute button. Play with the mute screen there.
Maybe try using headphones too. I don't know if you have headphones in right now, but
Oh, he does.
Make sure
Okay.
they don't have the mute feature either. But I would
yeah,
expect if you were muted, it to be on the
because
Discord.
my headphone has a mute on it too.
Type
if I hit
into go to Windows and test your microphone that you're synced on your headset. I don't know if you're in a laptop or on your cell phone. I'm assuming you're on your laptop.
What I really want is to have, a better visual look for the show, and so that's what I hope to have. So we don't have to use Discord to do the
Yeah, that makes sense.
part
There's
of
a lot
it.
of different.
Yeah, and just have it.
platforms out
Yeah, I was just about to sign up at StreamYard. I was this close. I was going to buy the whole package, and that was going to give us tools to, have cooler.
there. Discord's just easy for instant communication and sharing.
That's
information.
true, and this is decent. It's better than nothing. but
It's not necessarily designed for a show.
to compete with some of the others, we got to look a little bit better than this. And
What
so
about
I was
the,
just about to do that and implement all of that. And then it never worked out.
Yeah, they actually just opened up a COVID testing place right near where I live.
Oh.
You can,
It's like
Just today.
Futurama. It's like
You're
you go into
gonna
a
go?
phone booth. And
Oh,
it's
there's a
just
lot of
like,
police
Those
and,
are suicide booths.
yeah.
A lot of police and personnel just standing around, waiting for appointments.
I
We're
don't
not
want
as
to
hard
like
hit here.
poke fun at the. I mean, I'm extremely worried about it too. And
It's starting to seep into our counties,
You hear
though,
me
here
now?
in South Jersey.
yeah, we can hear you, buddy,
Yes.
but we can't see you.
Yeah, I was
problem.
gonna say it's loading.
There you go.
There he is.
Alright, there we go.
Nice. Finally. So,
It was,
how's it going in
Discord.
Philly, man?
It was the Discord.
Empty as could be.
Empty.
Yeah,
Horrible.
it is empty. I was there yesterday.
How's the PA lockup? Lockdown.
Not bad.
I guess.
I mean, I'm working, so I'm keeping busy.
That's what
I don't
matters.
gotta stay at home. As long as I can get out of the house, I'm fine.
Nice, man. So, what do you think about the over/under on the Pats and Buccaneers?
What is it? 9.5?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the Patriots are gonna go over. I just think they're a good team. I like Bill Belichick.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll have them ready. I'm hoping to get a better quarterback than Brian Hoyer.
Like who? Cam?
I don't know. He's probably not the best for that team, but he's better.
Hoyer
than
cannot lead that team. No
What do
way.
you mean?
I'd
He
way
knows
rather
the
have Cam
system.
Newton
He's
than
been there
Hoyer.
for years. How many times
Personally.
have they dropped him
Listen,
and re-signed? He's
Belichick-
old, reliable.
Belichick's good, but he's not. I mean, they're gonna have to pay off. To make that
He's
one
he's
possible.
old, reliable. Emphasis on the old.
He is old. Who's their
Yeah.
backup? Denton? Something like that?
It's
Oh,
not
that's
even
right.
that.
Now Hoyer
They
doesn't
lack,
have.
like, they lack the other integral parts that they have left, like the big tight end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And didn't they
I think
lose
they'll
like?
be all right.
Didn't they lose two of their key? They lost Collins and Van Noy on defense.
Yeah, Van
Patriots.
Noy went to Miami.
And Dominican Sue just signed in Tampa on a
Tampa.
1-year deal.
Oh.
He's gonna stomp on some people's faces. For sure.
He wants to play with Brady. Everybody wants to play with Brady. Half
Loading
half
up
the
for
free
failure.
agents called Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
about
because they
getting
know
a
that
contract.
the NFL is gonna make Brady.
I've
I
heard,
remember
yeah,
when we had the dream
Arian
team in
saying that-
Philadelphia, and
What do you think about Philadelphia? Darius Slay went to Philadelphia, right?
yes, he did.
I
love
hear
Darius Slay.
Stafford wants out.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of trade rumors for Stafford, but I don't know. I mean, that team, I can't see them plugging someone in and being more successful.
Who, Detroit?
Yeah, like if they did replace Stafford, like who they gonna get? It's gonna be better.
They're
for
in bad
them.
shape. I don't know, Cam Newton.
Killer Cam. I think he's done, man. Like
He
I don't think
wants
he's
a
ever
second
gonna win.
chance so bad.
So he's
Yeah,
like
I don't
RG3?
know. I'm not sure there's gonna be a comeback story like Michael Vick for Cam Newton.
I don't know.
He's kind of sluggish, but he's a tank.
Yeah,
He just-
I think he's good.
He's got an arm. I like Cam Newton.
Hmm.
He's not accurate. He's not accurate enough.
Still, he's a
That's-
competitor.
Been to a Super
That's-
Bowl. He's an MVP.
I mean, look at Brett Favre. Right?
Jimmy Garoppolo went to a Super Bowl. You know?
Yeah.
True.
It could happen.
And so you thought the NHL was
Nick
the first.
Foles won a Super Bowl.
Right, exactly.
The NHL was the first league to come back. You think, AM?
Yeah,
if you had
definitely.
to guess,
'cause,
anyways.
like,
That'd be my gut reaction.
well, that's the thing. You don't hear anything from the NBA at all. It's like a ghost town. The MLB releases, okay, we want to delay 2 months, and then today you get the NHL. You have Ovechkin and Sid pushing for playoffs, and the NHL, their their contract agreement is a lot stronger than in other sports. The players basically run that league. If they don't want something or it doesn't go their way, they'll literally have a strike. They won't show up. There'll be a lockout. So basically, like there was already concerns that the 2021 season wasn't gonna happen because they weren't gonna agree on the new
I think your camera
NHLPA
froze
contract.
up there.
Yeah, your camera froze. But you're right, and plus,
There
on
you
top
are.
of that, it makes the most sense. Like, hockey, like, they're behind glass, they're separated from the fans if they do choose to have spectators. That sort of thing. It makes sense. Like, like, if you're watching a sport on TV and you're not going to notice the fans being there, like,
Yeah.
hockey's a sport, right? Like,
Also, you have so much equipment on. Like, I would say it's a lot less exposure because really it's just your face that's exposed to the open ice.
plus
Like,
most of
everything
the-
else is covered.
most of their players aren't American.
You could cover the
They're
face,
not
too.
even. They're not even.
Exactly.
flying in.
You can wear a cage or a visor if you want. So, like,
You could wear a mask. You could wear
Let's
an
go,
N95
you
mask.
can wear a goalie mask.
You could wear an
I'm telling you,
N95 mask.
get it
under
together,
your-
NHL.
So what
under
about
your
MLB
beard.
then? Can't they? I mean,
Just wear masks and go out there.
You could say the same thing with the NBA then, right? That's the thing is they don't really wear actual equipment. It's kind of just, I mean, MLB has more equipment, but really in
Well-
basketball, it's what, just shoes?
We'll have to make sure the players wearing masks, like the Houston Astros,
And a mouth
for
guard, I
instance, don't have any extra, wires or anything attached to their piece of equipment.
They got the buzzers and everything.
anyways, what could have
Yeah, I hope they
been?
start off
This has just
soon.
been
Sucks that
crazy,
today
and it's
was
just
every
getting
other day.
crazier by the
Yeah.
minute.
I guess my point was with the NHL, if the players really want something, they can push hard enough to have it.
Well,
Also, the league significantly makes a lot less money than other leagues, so they can't really afford to be not making money.
so you think
In
it's just
that
gonna be
sense.
like they're just going
It's gonna be
to
like Belarus.
just whatever happens.
Batman's
We're
gonna say-
starting up.
Batman's gonna be like, look, we need
Get a lot of
the
attention
money.
like that. People watch.
You know what?
Yeah,
You know what? What
If
team
you're the
I
only
think?
sport on, people are gonna watch. More people are gonna watch the NHL.
100%.
Just
That's
have a
actually how you drive up
tournament.
ratings.
Right,
playoff
Kate,
style
what about
tournament.
Philadelphia? I mean, were on the Flyers were just on this insane run,
Oh yeah.
and then boom, this is gonna deflate the whole thing.
They're destroying.
Even if they come back, they lost all the momentum. Can't get that.
Yeah, it's not the.
I mean,
not-
momentum is real in
Oh,
sports.
my
I think
God,
like
man.
it's like a
Yeah,
tangible factor
especially for,
almost.
Especially
100%.
for hockey and stuff. It really is. You get locked in.
I mean, everybody's starting from the beginning again in theory.
No,
Yeah.
literally, like a few playoffs ago, I watched my team, San Jose. They were down 3-0 to Vegas in the series, and every game they won, they gained a little bit more momentum until it got to the point where they were down 3-0, and they scored 4 goals on a 5-minute power play. That's momentum. That is just straight momentum. That's not anything else. We slowly came back and built up the momentum against you to just crush you.
Yeah.
Nice.
How are you a
Well,
San Jose fan?
Cause I am. There's a long story behind it, but I've been a Sharks fan for like almost 15 years, basically my entire life. Ever since I got into hockey, I've been a Sharks fan.
I have a similar story with my brother in that he's a Browns fan. So how is that possible from being from Victoria? And he's
Yeah.
has
Well,
been his
what
whole
happened-
life, and he just went to Cleveland this year to see a Bills game.
Yeah, I've never even been to San Jose, but what happened was when I was younger, I was not a big fan of the Leafs, and the more my parents forced it on me, the more I hated the team. So the first game they ever took me to was against the San Jose Sharks, and I happened to just cheer for them in that game. And ever since then, they won that game 5-4, and ever since then, it's stuck. Been a Sharks fan since.
Well, just realize for each month or week that passes, it gets severely more complex. They have to reschedule.
Hey, Greg, your audio's coming in and out a little bit.
Is it? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
They have to
no
reschedule
worries.
so much stuff.
That's
Like
better.
concerts, everything. Like if they wait, and think about it too. Like certain sports, like basketball, for instance, they're gonna be like you're not gonna see any quality basketball. They have to for at least like a month before playoffs. Otherwise, their teams are just gonna be awful. Like you're gonna have a bad brand of basketball because they're not gonna be any type of flow playing with each other. So it's gonna be interesting what they decide to do, and with scheduling, it's gonna be a complete nightmare. The long wait.
Just everything was starting to roll. All the states were lining up to get into to everything, to get into line
all
for
that
the March Madness money.
It screws all that up. I feel like all the progression in the sports gambling arena.
The opportunities are fun and it's taken away at the last second. So yeah, Darius Slay went to Philly. The Flyers have been deflated. Who does this benefit the most then if the NHL comes back?
Benefits Ben Simmons.
That's for damn sure.
Benefits.
Ben Simmons with that back.
Sixers could come back healthy.
They needed
go.
this
That's
on
true.
Make
That's
it
a
right.
good call.
team.
What about the
That's
Raptors?
That's a good bias Philly perspective there.
You got to think the Raptors are looking pretty good with Marc Gasol back and the whole team.
You guys know how I feel about the Raptors.
I don't actually. How do you feel about the Raptors?
Like I said, I don't care how you slice it. The Raptors are easily like a top 3 team in the NBA, easily.
And I think they have like one of the least coronavirus. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Well,
Keep that down.
I
No,
think
no Rudy Gobert's, you know.
Well, it would have been
Let
fun to
me
do
go.
all
Let me
live
go tap
wagering.
all the mics.
Listen, throughout the whole tournament, to do the whole playoffs, the start of MLB, doing day games. There was just so much that we were just about to do. You know what I mean?
It's a damn shame.
Yes.
Someone has to pay the consequences for this. That's what I say.
Who?
There
Ooh.
needs to be repercussions. I don't know. Maybe that's what all those tanks were about. Those things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but there was 300, I think, fatal cases in the coronavirus or something like.
Yes.
Well, I read a thing that it's
Quite a
been
bit.
severely under-reported, the numbers in the U.S.
I heard that about China. I don't know about the U.S. I think the numbers in the numbers
No,
aren't
there's big things
underreported.
all over Twitter I've been reading today that
There's just
they're saying it's
backlog.
no way that it's this, it's way more.
They're
Hey,
backlog
still-
with tests.
Still
I mean,
zero
I guess you could
cases
say
in
it's
Russia
under-
and North Korea.
No, that's not true at all. It's totally in Russia. They have been totally...
This-
No, Putin says there's like no.
You didn't see the
cases.
lions on the street in Russia?
I did see that. That was pretty funny.
That keep the people socially isolated. Get eaten.
Certainly keep me in. Y'all watch The Tiger King on Netflix?
I didn't. Is it pretty crazy or what?
Yeah, it's weird. It's all over the place. but it certainly entertained me. I'm not a big TV guy, but I watched, I think it's 6 or 7 episodes. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Drama I don't have to deal with. I like
No, Rye, I appreciate you coming on here. I was hoping that Dan would make an appearance, but who knows what's going on in his town and what he's doing. But he's going to be totally in when sports do come back, and lots of actually really cool stuff with lots of other bigger name handicappers for sure. You guys will be coming on, like to do other people that I have known in the past and stuff that you guys would probably be familiar with, but until that happens. But I was just like right at the point I was gonna totally get the whole look of the show looking way sweeter. We would all have like our own boxes and everything, and
Next thing you knew, you couldn't even find toilet at the store. Unbelievable.
yeah, but what a crazy season it was anyways, the football season. At least they got that in.
Football season was great.
Right? At least they got that in.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that too. I was like, if this had happened sooner and we didn't get the end of football, could you imagine? Or if they just like were like, we're having football and like it just spread the virus like crazy and caused like a massive. I mean, can't cancel the Super Bowl.
Never know. With the extra week, the new playoff format, they might be going in a month. I don't know what the time frame is with that.
Just make the Super Bowl Tampa Bay.
No, they're trying
New
to line
England.
it up with that holiday. Holiday is the week after the Super Bowl. So
What,
that people,
President's Day?
Yeah, so people naturally will have the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because
I was-
everybody calls in on the
I
next
take
day to the
I
point
take
where it's been called Super Bowl Monday.
So Greg, are you in Jersey? Jersey,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, I'm in what they call the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak.
Really?
Yes.
Honestly, for the longest time, I thought New Jersey
So,
was part of New York.
I
did
mean,
not
you
think
don't
was
have
a
it.
state.
Very good.
You don't have it, or what?
No. I mean, there's a lot of people in the state, there's a lot of people in New York, but we did have an increase because they're finally catching up with the testing backlog. It went from like 4,000 to like 6,900. We had 2,500 cases one day.
Wow. That's huge.
You better go get tested.
No one's really talking about it. Mainstream.
There was some here all over the island too, down in Victoria,
Everyone thinks
at this
Washington
pub I used to go
County
to all the time, the Sticky
bigger.
Wicket.
But New Jersey's actually the number 2 state right now. Like I said, they
Jersey
just opened
blew
one.
up really quick too. It was
Yeah, they
fast.
just opened up a testing thing right down the street from where I live near my job.
Wow.
I have to
Go
but I
get
gotta
yourself tested.
I gotta go.
Hey guys, I'm gonna put you on the big. I just gotta go to the toilet. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to find the.
Put you on the big thing here.
Anybody hook me up with that? I need a match. Yo, AM, just press your video button once and then press it again. You're frozen.
Be right back.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Jersey blew up quick, man.
It did.
Because Pennsylvania was higher than them a couple of days ago. All of a sudden, Jersey's got way more than Pennsylvania.
It's
I live in a
because
hot spot too.
up in that North Jersey area near County, sister. So many people work in New York, have their boyfriend that lives in New York, dogs in New York. Like it's just like there's so much back and forth between the trains there and people that live and work or do whatever in each other's, parts of the city, and then they live. So many people, million, that it was inevitable started to spread into Jersey like the way it did. So they tried to. They're taking that. Probably could have did it a little sooner. Like, for instance, I was out eating like the Sunday before things really got serious and like they closed the restaurants. Like I was out to eat at a restaurant. It's like highly evident that I could even feel it coming. All people were talking about even still open. So they probably could have closed stuff a little sooner. For the most part, stuff closed down. So
That was the day before St. Patrick's Day. Pretty much everything was that.
yeah, they did get in those that Saturday,
I know.
and that's really when
still
it
got my-
spread. They still got that Saturday in for, and they knew about it then. But it's whatever. I had a concert that was on Thursday night the Friday when they emergency, and it got canceled like an hour before. It was in Philly too, at the Fillmore, and like I was like, it got canceled like an hour before thinking they were gonna do it, and they yanked the cord.
Yeah, so you were on your way there.
I was actually left work, and I was like, calling my buddy.
Well, here we are. We're back. I'm back.
Happened. But that was
Yeah.
when things were very clear. But it was clear enough to the point we knew that if it happened tonight, that would be the last time we were going out a long time in like that type of setting.
Yeah. Hope we could get it in so we could get it in.
Yeah, that's what we were like. We know it would be fun.
I know that's right.
We were like, we even said that too. My buddies were like, we don't care. We're just let that fun. Like, it'd be fun just to go out. I know that's highly socially irresponsible.
You know what, you guys? I don't know how much more we have to really talk about tonight. It's really good that we got a little bit of content in, because we really do have a bunch of opportunities coming up for next season. We'll be like on the lower end of some of this stuff, but there's lots of people watching. We have tons of support, as you guys know, and so I'm more pumped than ever, and I was so ready to like upgrade the show a little bit here, but no, as soon as everything gets going again, then I'll be going again, ready to go.
Baseball should be willing to start at some point once things die down. I feel like there's like social distancing built into the game, basically, and so
Everybody's spread out in the field.
you know, yeah, that's what I mean. Closest you got is like,
well, yeah. Is AM coming back? There he is. AM. Yo. So, THC, that was just about to get going too. Right? And I was really looking forward to that, and I was hoping that you guys could do that show on my channel, or at least I could help promote it. We can't hear you now, AM. In fact, I can't hear any of you guys now. It's me, I think. Huh. Hey. Hey. Well, that could be it. The end of the world, and the end of the show, and the end of Twitch. All right, boys. I think we were done anyways. So I will call it there for this show. And yeah, we'll be back. We're gonna try to have more content and talk about more stuff. And so until then, boys, thanks a lot for coming on, and I'll talk to you all really soon in our Discord. Make sure you check it out.